Good morning, everybody. So it's 25 to 8 in the office in Wellington. Today is a Members' Day in the House, which we, the opposition particularly looks forward to, because the Members' Day is the opportunity where we get a chance to talk about bills that have come out of the ballot. So that's the only way really that a member of the opposition or even a backbench member of the government can get a bill through into the House, so a piece of legislation about something that they believe to be important. And obviously today, as I mentioned yesterday, Chris Hipkins' bill regarding the abolition of charter schools is going to come up on the order paper, so I'll be speaking on that this afternoon or early evening. I'm going to be pitching for the general debate, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the New Zealand First general debate slot. There's only one 5-minute slot, so obviously with 12 MPs, you know, you take your chances, you pitch your best argument as to why it should be you and why it should be your topic. And my topic is around rural women and mental health services for rural women. I'm attending their conference this coming Friday as a representative of the Right Honourable Winston Peters and New Zealand First. And just the issue of mental health services for rural women has become quite desperate. I mean, mental health services across the country are in a desperate state. You would have seen the news yesterday about Youthline having to cull around just under 50 staff. When I was still a college student, I actually went and volunteered over my Christmas holiday break for Youthline as a telephone counsellor, and it was an enlightening period of my life. So it was a very, very interesting environment. There was training given, and then you were placed on the phones, and your job was not to counsel people on the phones. Your job was to answer the phones, talk with people, and then where possible or where the need was there, you directed them to other services. So, and you know, I can't, for the life of me, I can't figure out how you cut funding to services like that when, you know, our youth suicide rates are at the levels that they are. But there you go. There's a lot of logic I don't understand. With regard to the Chris Hipkins bill, you might have seen that Marama Fox has put out a press release, or the Māori Party has put out a press release asking for all Māori MPs to vote against this bill, because they say that charter schools are working for Māori. And there's no data to support that. There's no data to support that. What's working for Māori, if it's working at all, is the lower numbers. That's what's working for Māori. What's working for Māori, if it's working at all, up in the whangarei kura, is the cultural understanding by their teachers of those students. Now that was Tīko Tahitanga. And what Marama Fox and the Māori Party choose to ignore, is that 95% of Māori students are inside mainstream English medium schools. And Tīko Tahitanga was a program that professionally developed staff, the teaching staff, the administration staff, the staff of the schools, to understand the heritage culture of Māori students. And by understanding the heritage culture and the importance of it of Māori students, they were able to better actually get to understand their Pacifica students, their Pākehā students, their Asian students, all students. And yet this government cut funding with the support of the Māori Party to Tīko Tahitanga. They didn't just cut funding, they cut the whole program. So I think it's a really neat ploy. It's a really neat ploy of the Māori Party to try and you know, gain some points with Māoridom by saying, oh, we call out all Māori members of Parliament because, you know, the education system hasn't been working for us and charter schools are. Charter schools are not working for Māoridom. Things that would work for Māoridom as a whole, the large numbers of Māori students that should be catered for are lower class sizes, Tīko Tahitanga, or programs like it that explain and recognise the heritage culture of our students, give our teachers time to know their students rather than rushing through large numbers of students. At secondary school it can be over 100 a day, and giving the time that they need to actually concentrate on their studies, not pushing them through and giving them these arbitrary targets like 85% NCEA level 2 at all costs. So yeah, I think it's a great ploy. They got a bit of press, but quite frankly, it's not about Māori students. It's about the Māori Party trying to lift its profile. Kia ora. Have a good day.